Oh, what a beautiful day we have here. Welcome back to Garage Hooning, where today we have another hot topic. I know, everybody loves hot topics. I do. They're really fun to read the comments on, let me tell you right now. Beginner sport bikes are useless. Don't buy one. I said it. I said it. Do not buy a beginner sport bike. And I'm talking the R3, like the Ninja 400, 500, the Ninja 250, the, I don't know. Kind of any sport bike in the category that is below 50 horsepower. I know, people are gonna go, what do you mean don't buy a beginner sport bike? I want to learn how to ride. What am I supposed to buy? They make all of these beginner sport bikes for people like me that don't know how to ride. I know. The beginner sport bikes, I think, is the biggest scam that's been going on in this entire motorcycle industry. And I'm gonna stand by that. And I'm going to say that all these small CC sport bikes are, they're just a scam. They're just companies trying to get money out of people because they know the biggest market in motorcycles is the people that don't ride. They all, they can all say, well, we're just trying to get people into the sport. We're trying to get people into the hobby. But really, they know the vast majority of the people that buy these bikes are going to either, A, they're going to buy them and instantly go buy another bike, or B, they're going to buy one, get scared, and sell it. If I'm telling you to not buy one of these small CC sport bikes, like I said, I'm going to categorize this as anything under 50 horsepower. Anything under like 50, 60 horsepower even, it's not worth buying. It's really not. I'm going to start out by saying I know, we all love sport bikes. They look cool, they sound cool. They're the guys on Instagram that are going famous for taking pictures of their S1000s and Ducati V4s and they got 4-inch chicken strips on them. But they look cool. They look cool doing it, and they get a bunch of likes and follows, and everybody wants to be them. They want to be just like them. But the beginner, slower, underpowered sport bikes really are nothing like their sport bike counterparts whatsoever. The geometry of these small CC sport bikes is more similar to a naked bike than anything. I mean, if you don't believe me, go sit on a Ninja 400 or 500 and then sit on a naked bike. They're the same thing. They got upright bars, they don't have clip-ons, and they seat weird. They seat very weird. They're nothing like the super sport counterpart that they're making you feel like, because they've got a full bodywork on it. Really, it's nothing more than just a naked bike with some more plastic on it, and then you're just paying more for it. But the whole point of a sport bike is the power of it, the handling of it, and the ergonomics, right? That's why we buy one, because they're fast and they're good around a track. You don't need that track capability to do stuff like this. If this truck wasn't here, I would show you that you can take corners on even like this ADV bike like no tomorrow. This thing, actually, for what it is, this thing handles really good. I'll throw this thing into a corner just as fast as I will my Daytona. Even with these knobbies on here, as long as it's warm outside and the road's got some temperature in it, this thing sticks a corner like no other. Kind of turns in a little slow, a little weird with the bigger front tire than the rear tire. It handles a little differently, but she handles good. Well, if you really want to learn how to ride, go get yourself a dual sport or something like this. They're small, they're light, they're nimble. If you drop them, it's not a big deal. You can do stuff like this on it. And I know this isn't a dual sport, but I treat it like a dual sport. It's an ADV bike, kind of. But maybe a dual sport's not what you're looking for. Buy a naked bike. Like, do not have any fear and worry that I really want one of the full fairing bikes, because they're the cool ones. They're the fast looking ones. The ergonomics of these things are the exact same as a naked bike, and most of the time a naked bike's insurance is going to be cheaper, the overall bike is going to be cheaper, and really it's the same bike. It really is. Oh, I love this bike, man. And this is kind of like stuff, it's really going to depend on the area you live in. If you don't live anywhere where you can do stuff like this, or you don't got gravel roads to go screw around on, because this is a blast. There's a kitty. Hi, kitty. Go, little buddy. Woo! Yeah, I don't want you to take this video as saying you should go out and buy like a 600cc sport bike if you have no experience. It's not really, hi Moo it's not really a good idea, I will admit. Having something with over 100 horsepower for your first bike, probably not the greatest idea. If you have a little self-control, you can definitely start out on a 600. I mean, plenty of people have done it, plenty of people will keep doing it. But if you don't, if that like makes you nervous, if starting on a super sport like that makes you nervous, which I can understand, can be a little intimidating, I'm really going to point you in the direction of buying something like this. Like this is a great platform to learn how to ride on. I still really think that like the dual sport or lightweight ADB bike is hands down probably one of the most fun categories bikes that you can own. Now, if you buy a 50 horsepower sport bike, you're going to be putting around on that thing and going, man, I really want more horsepower. I want to go faster. And don't tell me that you're going to be satisfied with your Ninja 400 or 500 or your R3, because I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be. I talk from experience. Somebody that has a 100 horsepower 600, I want more. You want to know why I want more? Because all sport bikes are really good for is going fast and taking corners at a high rate of speed. And I want something that can do it even better than it already has. Might just be the American consumerism in me. We're going to put ourselves in the scenario that you went ahead and you listened to me, and you bought a little lightweight dual sport as your first bike. You've got some, get a little bit of miles under your belt, and you're going, hoon, I'm bored, all right? I got 30 or 40 horsepower, and I'm riding around the street, and I'm bored. Like, what do I do? Do I go trade this thing in? You see here, the whole fun part about owning bikes that can do a little bit of on-road and a little bit of off-road is you're going to go, huh, I wonder what this over here is. Well, because I'm not on some lame old Ninja 400, we're just going to go right on down into it. And we're going to avoid the water. Oh, look at that. There's more trails over here. Oh, God. We're going to go this way. Little trail down through the woods over here. Hey, somebody's been out here, I think. Somebody's been in my spot. Somebody's found my area. See, you would have bottomed your sport bike out several times by now. Oh God, it's very muddy over here. See, look at this. Look at all the fun you can have if you don't buy a sport bike. You kind of got to look where you're going. Whoa, 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 easy, hold on to her. She's not quite a dirt bike. She's a little bit more weight than a dirt bike. She does like to move around a little bit on you. You know, a smart guy would have cleaned his visor before going out riding, but it's a good thing I've never claimed to be smart. Yeah, straight into the sun where I can't see anything. I'm gonna lower this down, actually. Oh, there's a deer! Hi, little buddy! You better watch out, tomorrow's opening day! Don't get got! I've been back here once before, so like this isn't totally new. I apologize if you thought this was all a new adventure, but it's actually not. I was back here once before. When you get bored riding around the street, you can just do goofy stuff like this. Am I right? Am I right? This here is exactly why you shouldn't buy one of those boring, slow sport bikes. Either you buy a real fast bike, because that's what you're dead set on. You want a sport bike, buy something goofy like this, because you can do goofy stuff like this, because it's just fun. It's just fun. You can't do that on a sport bike. You can't go ripping around in the dirt on a sport bike. No, don't let me lie to you. Sport bikes are fun. They have their place. Doing stuff like this on this, it is a little heavy. It's a little, wonky. She's not exactly designed to do this, but she does do it. And that's why I love her. Because it's goofy, and it does goofy shit. Oh, I'm gonna look at this hole. Dude, what is that from? There's a sinkhole out here. It's about swallowed that tree. That is my thoughts and opinions on the old beginner sport bikes. Just don't buy them. Like, really, if you're gonna buy a bike that's under 50 horsepower, look into something like this. Look into getting a dual sport. Don't waste your money. If you really are dead set on wanting something just for the street, look into getting like a naked bike, because the beginner sport bikes really are just a naked bike with fairings on it. And companies are coming out every year with more and more of these beginner style bikes, like the beginner sport bikes, just because they know they sell well. like I said, they either sell to someone who's going to immediately upgrade to another bike, or they're going to sell them to somebody that's just going to sell it because it scared them. Anyways, guys, I want to say thank you for watching the video. Let me know if you got any comments, questions, concerns. I'm sure there'll be some, because this topic is one of the just most heated topics of all time. So, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.